Hi guys, my name's Seb Tudor, I'm the man on the Silver Mountain, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Now, I've got Hannah here today with me, and we're going to be testing out some builds. As we said when we were stuck in the volcano. Um, and so Hannah's got her dressing room on one side, I've got my changing room on the other side, and we've got all of the builds in there, which I'll show you in a minute. But to begin with, we're going to be... whilst we're going to be pitching these against each other one-on-one, that isn't necessarily completely representative, but it may well highlight the individual strengths and weaknesses of the builds that I've kind of theory crafted and tested out a little bit and all the rest of it. The reason we are both wearing war paint, in case any of you are wondering, is because I slapped it on myself and couldn't get rid of it, and so in the interest of fairness, I got Hannah to slap it on herself as well, so that we both have the +3 strength that comes with it, and so no one is going to be outdone on damage unless it's through the rest of the build.
Pretty, right?
Huh?
Just want it to look pretty, right?
Absolutely. Okay, let's... so yours is over there, mine's over here.
Yeah.
Let's go and get sorted. Now, the first one that we're going to take a look at is the build that I've been using all along and the build that Hannah's been using all along. So in regards to the names of things that I've attached to them for the sake of ease, I have been a herald this whole time, and Hannah has been a warder. So we will grab our gear, and I will flash up on screen in just a moment, just before we get into the fight. Whoops, that was the wrong button. Just before we get into the fight, what the builds are in terms of stats and things, and I'll probably just add a little bit of audio going over why exactly they have all of these things. So first off, before I go into what we've got here, guys, the first thing I want to say is a thank you to Twin Crows, who is a Conan Exiles player and Steam user who created the spreadsheet that you guys can see the stats on. I've used it, the spreadsheet that he threw up on the Steam forums, attached to Conan Exiles, for pretty much all of these. I'll leave a link down in the description to the thread where he posted his spreadsheet. But otherwise, as you can see, this is the build that I will be using, which is the I have dubbed the Herald, and ultimately it's fairly balanced between its offense and defense. It has the extra armor there from grit. It has the extra health regen from vitality there, but it also has a decent amount of kind of stamina sorted out, as well as quite a decent amount of damage. And with this, I will be using the Bane of... No, is it? No, it's Balpator's... Or Baltor's? I can't ever work out exactly how to pronounce that. But Baltor's Razor and the Cambodian Shaman armor, so that I also get brutal strikes from strength thanks to the Shaman armor, and I get balance and counterbalance from encumbrance, so that whilst I'm unencumbered, my attacks actually cost that little bit less stamina. So it all works out quite nicely. So that's the way that I'm going to be using it. It's very much a kind of, I can wade in, and even if I take a bit of damage, it's going to be somewhat mitigated and somewhat overhealed thanks to the regen, whilst still dealing a fairly large amount of damage in a decent area of effect around me, just because of the virtue of the greatsword that I'll be using. In Hannah's case, she will be using what we have dubbed the Warder, which is a much more defensive build to one degree or another, using more of the shield and or sword and board kind of thing. And she will be using it with the Black Baal's or Black Brow's Fury. I can't work out how to say that word either. But they will be using a shield which will push up her agility, allowing her to dodge in heavy armor as if she was trying to, as if she was still wearing medium. She'll be using the Hyperborean heavy armor, which means that not only is it heavy armor, but also she has that access to slice and dice for the 10% increase on her damage for basic attacks. And then on top of that, thanks to using the white blade, she will get fierce vitality, which allows her that passive health regen. And then in addition to some of the other bits and pieces that she's got there, again, she also has the encumbrance first perk, which I feel is somewhat underrated, but she's able to swing for less stamina. And otherwise, she's going to be able to kind of come at us a bit more quickly, less recovery time, thanks to the extra stamina that she's going to be getting per tick. At the entrance to each changing room out into the arena, there's a so if we start in the little alcoves here,
Shut my door.
yeah,
Yep.
because also if we end up trying out archers and things, it allows us a little bit of a bottleneck and stuff to test out ranges and shooting at each other. So
And the fact that I could just be like, noob.
right, in which case this will be the first fight. So this is
It's a Street Fighter music on.
I'd be afraid of getting copyright struck for it.
Really out of tune Street Fighter music.
Yeah. But okay, so I'm using a Herald, which is very much more a kind of survivable damage dealer in this regard, and Hannah is much more tanky as a warder with her white blade and shield. In which case, let's go and have a go at this, shall we? So Hannah's got more health than I do, and she unfortunately has a shield. So there's that.
Oh god. That was painful. Oh, you see, if you've crippled me now, which really hurts.
Mm-hmm. I also sundered you for a moment there.
You did, yeah.
So I've managed to get the advantage back, but it's all about just waiting for you to.
Oh no! Oh no! I'm dead.
Round one goes to me.
I think I did a pretty good job though.
Yeah, you like you got me down to below half health. And that was
I'm okay with that.
That was some good stuff. Like I feel like the warder is actually one of the potentially weaker tanky ones, but it's also one of the ones that has a higher damage potential. From what
I'm okay with that.
From what I recall off the top of my head. Whilst
it's quite hard to walk around though when you're trying to keep your shield up. I've not got enough fingers.
I mean, I've rebound some of my bits and pieces. But anyway, let's get on to the next round and we'll tell you what we're going to be using in just a moment. So in this next bout, we're going to be seeing me using the build that I have dubbed the Dancer, which is much more based on mobility than it is anything else. Now this is an idea that I kind of wanted to play around with, kind of see how it worked in terms of just doing basic damage, your basic like simple weapon damage in light armor for your high mobility with the various other mobility perks. Now, looking at this, you guys can see that we've got up to jumping no longer costing stamina, as well as fluid swings, which our swings cost less stamina, and then also, as per the other builds, the balance and counterbalance one, so that it's not going to take up that much stamina to perform basic attacks. However, then taking a look at what else we've got when we've got gear attached to it, the gear that I'll be using with this is the vaulting pole to add another 5 to my agility, making sure that I get nimble tumbler, so that I can, if I want to, use medium armor to be able to jump and dodge out of the way. For the sake of this one, though, we're going to be using the Varnir Settler's armor, which I believe is still medium, not medium, I believe is actually light, and so as a result that won't come into play as much. However, doing that allows us to dodge for less stamina, which is going to be incredibly important, as you'll see when we actually get into the fight. Being able to dodge far more readily and far more frequently is only going to be advantageous to us. And then Hannah decided to go for the Hunter because she felt that because it does have a bow, it would potentially be easier to pick me off at range. In which case, the situation that she's going to find herself in is going to be a very interesting one, because this, the way that I put this build together was much more kind of nuanced than I originally thought. And so as a result, there's going to, she's got the access to the double jump for that extra mobility. She again is also using basic damage otherwise, but is doing a little bit more damage with her ranged attacks. But she does have a couple of other items on her that allow her to occasionally take advantage of different abilities. So she has the white blade for if she was fighting somewhere where the temperature was causing her a problem. She's not going to, so that's not a problem either. But there where she can quite happily, if needs be, swap between some of the other bits and pieces, because the idea that I had behind this build initially when putting it together was more of one of the character being one that would go out, clamber around, hunt stuff down, harry enemies if needs be, and come back being able to carry more stuff with it, in which case having the extra encumbrance, having the extra jumping potential and ability to move and dodge and get out of harm's way if needs be, having the ability to stave off the temperatures of various areas when moving through them without having to change equipment as much. All of those things were things that were in my mind when pulling it into this build, not so much just one-on-one combat. So it's going to be interesting to see whether or not Hannah works all that out, or if she just takes advantage purely of the little bit of extra ranged damage, as well as the capacity to cripple me more, and just kind of try and steer as far away from me as possible so that she can pick me off. I'm using the Dancer.
Okay, I don't know what that does, so...
Well, I'm using a thing called a vaulting pole, so I am literally a pole dancer. But anyway, shall we get into it?
Wait. You'd be cheating if I didn't make my health all the way up to the fullest.
Yes, to heal yourself up. Why are you... oh, it's because you added armor that has stuff on it. Okay.
What?
The armor has changed your health again by the points that it's had, and so that's why you've got a gap.
Yeah. That's why I was like, fill up quick. I'm good now. I'm good.
Okay. So, do you want to count down this time?
Oh, no ammo. Hang on.
There, you should have the arrows that I left in there.
Yeah, I've got it now.
Okay.
Oh, nice arrows. Just saying. Okay.
Okay.
5,
are you done?
4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh no, I'm lagging out. I'm lagging out. I'm glitched out there, Seb.
Okay, I was not. I was stopping. Are you good?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
I glitched out into the flame and then it brought me all the way back. So I was running away.
Okay.
Oh fuck! Oh dear. No! Get, get out. Cheaty McCheaterson.
I'm not cheating. It's legitimate strategy.
What side? Oh, oh, your health's getting a bit low, isn't it? Oh, that was a point blank shot to the face, I think.
Oh, come off it. Stop getting caught on the fucking thing.
No, 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 mistakes were made. Oh, why give me those weapons?
Why did you change? You were winning.
Because I was, yeah. I was getting pissed off with you coming close to me. Doesn't want to let me jump, which is kind of annoying.
No, you're jumping. I'm just clipping you in the legs. Oh, I ducked the arrow.
I don't get how. I shot you in the face! Oh, shit, I don't know what side you're on. There you are. I see you, I see you, I see you, I
Damn
see
it.
you. My strategy! Run away! Oh, god damn it.
Okay.
I'd have won
That-
if I hadn't changed strategies.
No, to be fair, that was close, but I started learning like when to duck arrows and when to roll. So like
Just upsetting.
that last one would have hit me in the head if I hadn't rolled up to you to stab you in the gut.
It's just upsetting.
Oh, are you coming back? There you are. I mean, look at me. Like, look at me.
You don't look very good.
I'm not in a good shape at the moment. So, anyway, sure.
I just opened some sweets because I feel upset now.
I mean, I'm going to go and heal up for the next fight. Oh. Okay, so in this third bout, I'm going to be using a build that I've dubbed the Barbarian. As you can see at the moment, it's very balanced across its three areas that it focuses on: strength, agility, and grit. And like Hannah was using in the last round, I'm going to be using the Aquilonian armor so that I have that extra bit of agility, which in this case again allows me to roll around as if I was wearing light armor instead of the medium armor that I will be wearing. I will also have access to the strangely familiar axe, so that my grit will be increased, and so as a result I not only have the extra 15 armor from the grit tree, I will also have lower cost in terms of stamina for each basic attack swing that I make. So it's gonna work out a little bit better for me there. This guy does use a shield, but the one of the things that I kind of wanted to do with him was use the throwing axe as an offhand, which is something that I might rework this build for as and when the new throwing axe combo comes in. But looking at this otherwise, it's going to be a case of throw the axe to cause a momentary flinch, equip the shield to stay safe. Otherwise, that I will be using, and then otherwise just push forward as much as possible to keep her on the back foot, or take a step back and endure whatever it is that she's going to throw at me. So in this round, Hannah has chosen to use the Assassin, which is going to be wearing Royal Lemurian robes and using dragon bone daggers. But also there is another facet to this, which unfortunately Hannah confessed to me afterwards that not only had she not realised, but also that she felt that it was more complicated than she would keep track of when being pressed upon and attacked. Which, you know, that's her preferences and things there. But ultimately, with the Royal Lemurian armour she's going to be gaining a little bit of extra survival there to ensure that when I'm coming at her with negative status effects like bleeds and cripples and whatever else, she's not going to have those effects lasting on her that long. But then also with her daggers, with the salt in the wound trait from strength, she's going to be able to ensure that the negative status effects that she puts on me, especially her bleeds, last that little bit longer and mess me up a little bit more. But then also in her arsenal, because of those extra 5 points that she's got sitting there at the end of her vitality, she is going to have a white blade on her to give her that extra 5, so that if she needs to withdraw, she doesn't need to use the white blade as a weapon. She can purely draw the blade, so that then she has that passive health regen for a time, so she can use her natural capabilities as a light armor wearing individual to stay as far away from me as possible. She makes good use of the capacity to climb at one point as well during the fight, but otherwise it's a case of if she swaps between the daggers and the white blade, then it means that she'll be able to stay further away from me, keep me at more than arm's length, and then only strike on her terms. Well, I'm ready to go when you are. Although you need to tell me what you're actually using.
I am the assassin.
Okay. But, okay. So, do you want to count down again?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh. I'm trying to see what weapons you've got. Is that a hammer?
No, it's axe. Although they do the same thing, basically.
You missed me with that.
Yep, but I got it back, so it's fine.
Oh my god, break! Ow! It didn't actually do that much damage.
No, it didn't, but it's for effect. And all.
Oh my god, why aren't you attacking, lady? No, wait. Lady. Okay, there we go.
You good?
Yeah, I would have hit you loads just then. Oh my god. I don't even know how much damage I've done to you.
Some.
I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
I mean, there's a knockdown on the axe as well.
Yeah,
so...
yeah, you got me stuck into the wall.
You good? You back up?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna die.
This guy isn't that tanky, but I feel like you might have picked the wrong class to take me on with.
Well, I didn't know what you were playing.
I didn't know what you were playing either.
The issue is I can't, like, jump over your head.
Why would you want to jump over my head?
So I can get to your back, where your shield isn't. You know what this class needs, Seb?
Hmm?
Throwing daggers. That's what this class needs.
I mean, those don't exist, but...
That's what this class needs.
Throwing axes, but that's what I started off with. But also they...
Didn't mean to do
I mean, it got you away from my axe swings. It's part of the tool set. That was a legitimate strategy. I'm completely happy with you doing that.
You panic jump away.
I feel like maybe I should stick traps up the top if that's the way that...
Why aren't you holding a weapon?
Because you put them away to run away, Hannah. Oh.
Either that or these swords or these daggers need a poison on them.
I mean, if you actually manage to connect with me, they bleed. That's the kind of point. You dash in and you bleed.
Oh, I made you bleed.
You did make me
There you
bleed. Oh, I just...
Fuck.
I might be bleeding, but I just need one good hit.
Leave me alone.
Oh, you got me over my shield.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
I took your hand off.
Trying to get in.
Ah,
Mm.
that.
Oh, you did take my hand off. Oh, you took both my hands off.
Mm-hmm.
I just think it's unfair that you're always winning.
I mean, it's a fair fight. I've made sure that it's a fair fight.
No, not
People
not
can
fair.
verify that it's
Uh-uh.
a fair fight.
Nope.
You wanna ow.
I feel better now.
I mean, I've frozen, so there we go.
I cut your body in half.
You did cut me in half. Are you feeling better now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have. Your legs have gone very weird being stood on my body there. But like, I could have done all the real bad manners and just like teabagged your corpse every time and stuff. I didn't do that. I was a good sportsman, and we have learned that at the very least, the herald does enough damage to just punch through the water. The dancer can chase down the hunter.
Yeah.
Yeah, just. I'll give you that.
I probably wouldn't have if I hadn't changed tactic.
Maybe, but also there are a couple of times that I did get you up against a pillar, and then
Yeah.
the barbarian that I was playing was quite capable of repelling the assassin that you were playing.
The assassin needs to go against an archer or something.
Yeah, the assassin needs to go against something that's a tad lighter, that is less damage focused. Because there are some builds that I've got here that are like that. So don't.
This place is called Devil's Squat.
Sorry.
This place is called Devil's Squat.
Yeah, well, it's actually called My Arena because it's my arena. But yeah, don't come in here and start stabbing me up. The changing rooms are not places to have stabbing ups occur.
No, I know. I wasn't.
No, you just stood there threatening me with your daggers.
You touch me again.
I'm not touching you anywhere. But anyway, I think that's a good first 3 rounds, 3-0 to me. But next time, like, I want you and I to go through every single one, possibly even reversing the fights that we've had just now. So we'll get through them all and we'll kick the crap out of each other, and hopefully we'll have either, we'll see the strengths and weaknesses, maybe have a little bit of a hierarchy that we've got listed out of my, I think it's 14 created builds. Yes, I believe it's 14.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yes,
10,
14.
11, 12. Yeah, 14.
So yeah, we've got 14 builds, and we will get through them all in various combinations, and then maybe if we haven't pitched any of them just against themselves come the end, then we'll just do that.
I'd be surprised if we don't accidentally pick the same one.
Yeah, but like, if we get through them all, doing as we were just now and just doing kind of random ones, and then it just comes down to, right, now there are some that we just haven't pitched against each other. Let's see who wins. Let's see who wins when it's purely on skill. When it's just you, me, and the same builds, maybe. But anyway, I think
it's a good place to end because I've run out of sad sweets.
Yeah. I think we'll leave it there with Hannah's corpses decorating the floor of the arena.
That's not mine.
Yeah, but that one wasn't legitimately killed, was it?
Yeah, I'm just saying that's not mine.
But okay, thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video where we kick the crap out of each other instead of working together, then please drop a like down below. And
real relationship.
And otherwise, we will see you in the video next week. Take care. Thank you very much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video or found it interesting, then please drop us a like, share this video, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the video next week. Take care.